Welcome back to another episode of Good Vibes Television. How y'all doing out there today? All right. It's a good Monday night. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's your girl, Savvy E. So, we got a guest here tonight, but we're not going to bring him on right now. And if y'all notice, I'm here by myself right now. So I want to give a shout out to DJ PRS1. He is not feeling well today, so I hope you're sitting back and watching us, and I hope we do good today. And my other co-host, he's on his way, so we're going to have a full house tonight. It's just going to be me and him and our special guest. So let us just turn it over to Mr. Charm. That's our guest for tonight. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. And yourself?
Fine. How was your weekend?
It was good. Went by pretty quick, but it was good.
Okay. So you ain't getting to know nothing? Like you just chill? Like what's going on?
Nah. So I definitely did actually have a show. I had a performance. I performed out DC. Shout out to Mula Entertainment. But yeah, I had a good show out there.
Okay. How many people came out, you think?
It was a nice turnout. Put a number, so like a cool 50, something like that.
All right. So we're going to get into it. So we're going to talk to you a little bit, So how did you come up with the name C.H.A.R.M?
So pretty much with that, it was just my uncle kind of came up with that like nickname for me.
Mm-hmm.
He was like calling me that, just based off of like kind of like my personality, things like that. Just like having the charm or whatever. But
Okay.
I kind of took that and ran with it and then kind of turned it into an acronym.
And what's the
So
acronym?
it actually stands for Charm City's Heart and Real Music.
Okay, I like
'Cause,
that.
Baltimore's nickname is Charm City, so.
All right, tell everybody how you spell it though, because you don't just spell it like charm. It's like a little twist to it.
Yeah, so it's all capital letters, pretty much a dot after each letter. So C
Right.
dot, H dot, so on and so forth.
Okay, so how long you been into music?
For as long as I can remember, honestly. Music has always been in my life. As far as like pursuing a career, that passion it was there early. It kind of went away, but it came back later on in life. So like as early as I want to say, like 5th, 6th grade, something like that. I had a passion for music and kind of wanted to pursue that. But then basketball kind of took over a little bit. Pretty much hooped throughout high school and everything. Made a little bit of music, but it wasn't like a passion. Like I didn't want to pursue the career. But then like being back in it after high school, I kind of found that love again, found that passion, and realized that's really what I wanted to do.
Okay, all right. So how did you choose R&B? Is that just something that you wanted to do, or that's just something that you fell into as far as the R&B genre?
So I mean, I guess it's a little bit of both, because that's probably like one of my earlier influences, R&B. So that's kind of really what started me in music, and then, I mean, rap was around, it was there, of course, had those influences, but then once I found that passion again after high school, I actually was rapping.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody who knew me from before, like way back in middle school, was like, "Oh, this rapping cool, but where the R&B?"
Right.
So it kind of allowed me to tap back into that and bring that to the forefront. And then tapping back into it, I kind of like rekindled that love with it. And it was just like, that's kind of how I fell back into it.
Okay, so where do you get your motivation like to write a song?
That didn't come from really a plethora of things. It could just be an idea that kind of smacks me out of nowhere. I just kind of want to, it just hits me like a melody or something I want to put down, or I might have gone through something. That's a lot of the that's what happens a lot of the times. I go through something, I want to express my feelings, put it out there. Um, I might hear I might hear a song from an artist that I'm listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's really a couple of different things, or just a beat. Like I might be listening to beats. But yeah, a lot of the times it's usually situations I go through, and I just want to put that on paper or put that on a track. So
So, what's your favorite out of all the songs you have written?
um, the favorite. I mean, it's kind of cliche because it's like the best
Mm-hmm.
performance song, but it's that for a reason. I would probably have to say 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because as far as lately, that's really been like the breakthrough track for me. And then it's
Okay.
like I said, I got back into R&B later, so that was like kind of my song where I got back into R&B and was like, oh, like I really enjoy this. Like this is definitely a good lane for me. Like as far as expressing and my feelings and then putting my voice on display. So it was like one of those songs that kind of opened up the horizon and
So,
my
explain to
possibilities.
me, where did you get the idea for 3 days? Like, where did it come from? Like, did it come from, like you said, something you went through, or because sometimes when I listen to R&B and you talk, you hear the artists when they do interviews. Sometimes you always think it comes from them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know one artist was like, "No, my man went through this," So, we talked about it, and that's how I came up with this song. So did that come from something like that, or that's something that you went through, or something you heard?
Yeah, I definitely didn't touch on that. It can be something like that too, as far as the inspiration for songs. But for this one, it was definitely something personal, like something I went through personally. Uh, there was a female I was dealing with. Um, it was cool at first, but then like I can cuss.
Yeah.
Shit just kind of hit the fan. Um, it was just like it was a lot more meaning to me. So I was just kind of there, but I kind of lost myself in the relationship. It was like
Mm,
I forgot who I was. Like before dealing with her, it was like I was kind of like, I was like out here,
okay, you
to
was in
say
the
the least.
streets.
Yeah, I was kind of out here, but like dealing with her, I kind of calmed down, and then like she reeled me in, but then like I forgot who I was, lost, you feel me, the value for
Mm,
myself, let her kind of play with me, you know what I mean? So
right,
it was
got
like
it.
that's what I was going through, and then like she was just kind of leaving me hanging, really. It was like that's what that 3 days was about. It was like kind of me just being in there, reflecting on the situation, and then also like you know if you hear the song, like I also got some get back as well. So it was like
Right, right.
and finding myself and hopping back into my bag and discovering myself again. I kind of got a little get back in that, and then I was able to move on as well. So it was just like a little bit
Okay.
toxicity, but it's
All right. So
time.
for everybody that's out there listening, he's gonna perform that song real shortly. We just want to talk to him a little bit more. I'm telling y'all gonna like this song. When I heard it, like what 3, 4 weeks ago, I was like, yeah, that's a banger. But the other song that you sung, talk about that a little bit, because that was hot too. Like I went on your page, I'm like, you got some stuff, man. You really got some stuff. So, I do shows and stuff, so I'm gonna have to have you perform at one of my shows.
Definitely,
And I think your
definitely.
songs would fit the show that I'm doing in February.
Okay.
So yeah, but talk about that other song that you sung when I met you at the podcast party.
So I did have the other song. I don't know if you're talking about the first one or the second one, but I'm assuming you're talking about the Good Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The Usher Good Good remix. I remixed that and put my own spin on it.
Mhm.
Um, Laid down my vocals on it, and it was just like Usher's great artist, you know what I mean? And then like again that R&B lane, so it was like I heard that track and I was just like it just hit me. He got some features on there, 21 and Summer Walker, but it's just me on my remix.
Right.
Um, I heard that. I heard the beat. I was instantly inspired. It was one of those. I heard the beat, heard the song. It was like I want to do my rendition. So I lay down my version of it, and it's just like came
Yeah.
out to be a
It
really
was it
good
was
song.
hot.
I
It
appreciate
was
that.
really hot. Yeah, yeah. So while we talking about your songs, tell everybody where they can stream your songs from.
So I'm really on everything, everywhere. All you gotta do is look up Charm, C.H.A.R.M. Don't forget the last dot. Everybody seems to forget that for some reason, but it's a dot after each letter. So
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got to listen to this man's stuff. He is hot. I'm telling you. When I heard it, I was just like, wow, where this brother been at?
I
Like
appreciate it.
really, like he. I mean, I was I was like in awe. Like I was like, wow, because you haven't. For me, I'm like in a later generation, and the music that I grew up on, you can feel it. You can sit back and you can vibe to it. And when I heard your music, I'm like, that's the kind of music that you can sit back and just vibe, like sit in a dark room with your wine and just think, like with 3 days and the song that you sung at the show, like you have a vibe to you, and that's what we need today. I mean, we have the R&B, but it's like it's something is missing. Like it's something missing in the ingredients. Do you agree with me?
Definitely, definitely.
So what's your take? What's your thought on like today's music? Even because you say you do rap, so let's talk about that a little bit too. But about the R&B right now, like what is your take? What is your thought about the state of R&B and where's it going at?
Um, so R&B, I actually feel like it's starting to come a lot more to the forefront now. I feel like it's starting to build some momentum, but I mean, really, all you hear is just like something about some substance, or like it's just like it's a lot of pain, depressing. Um, but I mean, I can understand that as well. But I mean, it's coming along though. Like it's been on the back burner for so long. Hip hop has been like running
Hmm.
the mainstream music scene, but R&B has always been there. It's just been kind of under the radar, but it's definitely starting to come to the forefront. A lot more artists are starting to come out as far as the R&B sound, and then like you got the international influence kind of coming in as
Hmm.
well, and kind of
Right.
diving into it too and bringing some vibes to it. But yeah, it's definitely I'm excited for what it's coming to. Honestly,
So tell me, let us know like where do you get your like influence I mean today's and old. Like do you listen to old music, like your mother music, your grandmother music, and then stuff today? Do you get any influence from that?
definitely. Like I said, R&B was there early, so like the earlier influences. You know, you cleaning, your mother cleaning around the house. You
Mm-hmm.
got the
They had
classics
to put that
playing.
music on.
You know, Lauren Hill, Keisha Cole. The list really just goes on. Maxwell. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you got like Robin Thicke. You got um, it's really
It's a
it's a
lot.
bunch. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bunch. The list could go on and on. Whitney Houston, but um, that's like kind of the uh, older inspirations. Really today, I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. I would say, because like I said, I do like to rap. I do
Mm-hmm.
listen to rap, so I have those influences as well. You know, you got your Drake, Future, Ghana. You know, the typical R&B. You got Brent Fayez. You got Chris Brown. Um, and then also I got to throw Michael Jackson in there, of course.
Absolutely.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm really I feel like uh, it's well diverse. I would say I got a lot of different things, a lot of different people I listen to
Okay.
get some inspiration.
So let's talk about the rap. So what have you done in the rap scene that that we can hear?
So as far as the rap goes, I actually do have a project out called Life Goes On.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me rapping on there. It actually comes on with the rap. Really with that project, I feel like it's kind of like you get my outer shell, and then the more you listen, you kind of get more into my interpersonal feelings, thoughts, and emotions. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you get that kind of outer shell where it's like, yeah, I'm focused on this money.
Right.
I have these women I deal with. It's not as meaningful. But the deeper you dive into it, you you get a little more, some of the more meaningful relationships I had with women, and then also like some of my more inner thoughts, like um, even going as far as like dealing with like kind of depression or anxiety. I feel like
Mhm.
so it's just like it's kind of like the more you listen to it, the deeper you dive into my psyche. I guess you could say because it's
Okay.
turn stuff, sad stuff, happy stuff, So I definitely put the versatility on there.
Got you. So out of the two, what do you like the best? Like, do you like doing R&B? Do you like doing rap? Or does it matter to you?
Um, I'm gonna say it doesn't matter just because I think it more so depends on my mood. Cause I get a joy out of creating both forms of art. So with the rapping, it's like I feel like that kind of ties me a lot more into like my guys I came up with. Cause I feel like that's more where I found my love for rap a lot more is being with my guys and stuff like that. And us talking about the different rappers and stuff like that coming up and bonding over music like that. And then when it comes to R&B side, that's of course like the more initial influence, the earlier influence. So that
Right.
always had a special place in my heart. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when I make tracks like that, it's like not comparing myself to other people, but like it's like dang, I've made songs where people have compared me to like a Chris Brown and
How
things like
great
that. And
say
it's
who?
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Drake, Chris Brown, mainly I would say mainly Drake probably is one of the bigger comparisons I would get, but yeah, making songs like that, it's like you can have like the happier vibe where it's like good vibes,
Mhm.
but then you can also let out some pain. I mean, you can do that in both,
Both. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah.
So let's, far as the rap era. So who is your people that you like to take over?
Who are some people I like to take over?
Mhm.
What you mean take over? As in like what you mean take over?
Like perform with.
Perform with? I've I, mm, I've done some performances with my guy, Fresh to Dev. Um, I've done a performance with my guy Latrell. He actually just dropped a project that I'm on. I'm on like 3 songs on there. It's called Sincerely Moon, so shout out to Latrell. Um, but honestly, I think that's as far as the rap goes. That might have been the only two people I've actually performed with.
Okay.
More majority of the times I've been performing kind of
Like
solo.
solo.
Yeah, but performing with people, it was definitely lit with Latrell and Fresh to Dev. So shout out to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where you want to take your music to? Like what level you want to take it to? Like what do you want to see it mesh with? Like who you want to perform with as well?
Um, in the future, I definitely see myself performing with a variety of artists, like because my sound is so versatile. I can get into so many different pockets. It's like if you need me to sing, I can sing, get the R&B, or if you need a verse for some rap with some bars, I can do that too. So I mean, all the heavy hitters, of course, Chris Brown, Drake, um, kind of on the independent side, Brent Fayez, that's one guy I would like to collab with, get a song with, and even more local with Baltimore. You got Roddy Racks, OTR Chaz. I really like OTR Chaz. I liked him before I liked Roddy Racks.
Mhm.
Um, who else? A1 Beam, cool. That's somebody I was listening to some of his stuff earlier. Um, and then of course my guys, Latrell, Fresh to Dev, all of them.
Right.
Um,
So the other question was, where do you want to see your music go?
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, no. It was
Um,
like 3 questions in one.
yeah.
So
Nah, it's cool. Where do I want to see my music go?
yeah.
Um, as far as I can take it, really, I just wanted to global. Like I wanna take it global. Like eventually, I want it to be known across different countries. Like
Okay.
so, as long as I'm really impacting people, touching people, making a difference in people's lives with my music, that's all I can really hope for, honestly.
Okay. Okay. So we just got somebody that just walked into the building. And we gonna turn it over to him. How you
Oh,
doing, Mr.
man.
LA?
Jesus Christ, Lord. Got me here in one piece.
So we was trying to do this without you. What's going on?
Yeah. And I was downstairs for a minute too. I couldn't get the code down. I dialed 911-245. I'm like,
Not the police.
hey, you just never know. Whatever can just get you in the building. So
Okay. So how you been?
I've been good. Progressive week, another progressive week that's coming. So there's no complaints. You know, I see we got this artiste right here in the building. You know, so. Enough for me. Let's get back on this gentleman right here.
Okay. So I was asking all the questions. You might want to jump in, take over.
And I don't even know how would I ask the question that was already asked. It'd be like, sir, yeah, we already asked that. That's what happens when you don't get here on time.
Yeah, that's why you gotta show up on time.
My flat, man, like, look, that's a whole nother situation. I got here though.
Right. But you need to change that tire, so.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Seriously.
But he ain't performed yet, so we didn't get to that part yet. So.
I was doing. Man, I had to do about like 90 coming out. Hopefully, I didn't get no ticket on 83, but you know.
You probably did. You probably did. So, I just asked him a couple of questions about, him, his music and stuff like that. So we covered all that. So is there anything else you want to talk to him about?
Damn. Did you ask him where you get his name from?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna just be quiet and just.
No. You gotta tune in, sir. You gotta chime in on this. You got to chime. Look, you got to chime in on this.
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, that's why I said I'm gonna follow your league at the moment because I don't know what was said, and I don't want to say something. And you be like, "Sir, I already asked him that." So
Okay.
Let's just keep it moving.
Well, let's get back over to Mr. C.H.A.R.M. So anyway, we gonna let you bring that song on. So I wanted you to introduce his song. Name is 3 Days. The name of the title of the song is 3 Days, and his name is C.H.A.R.M. So you want to go ahead and do that?
I mean,
go ahead.
Ladies and gents, for those that are watching, we have a tremendous artist in the building. His name is C.H.A.R.M. And check out his new single called 1, 2, 3
Days. 3 days. 3 days, y'all.
Days. Damn, Tev, you gotta let me have fun with this. I'm just getting in here.
Okay,
Damn.
okay.
Check it out, though.
Nah, I've never doubted myself. I go into it knowing I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers ever lived.
I've been in the booth, ain't sleeping 3 days. Tryna make it flip this shit like 3 ways. I'm just tryna ball, ain't talking 2K. And I can't fuck with niggas cause they two-faced. Ain't heard from her in 2 days. Move on because I can't wait. You know I'm having peace, baby. Don't want you no more. Girl, you had a chance. Was fucking with the boy, I ain't in the romance. You playing with my heart, how you changing the plan? I had to cut you off, I ain't loving again. You see me in the streets, now I'm thugging again. You try to flex on me, now I'm fucking your friend. And I ain't want no beef, I just wanted to end. I let out the stress with the pad and the pen, so I ain't been sleep. I've been in the booth, ain't sleeping 3 days. Tryna make it flip this shit like 3 ways. Just tryna ball, ain't talking 2K. And I can't fuck with niggas cause they two-faced. Ain't heard from her in 2 days. Move on because I can't wait. You know I'm having peace, baby. You know I'm having peace, baby. I've been on my shit, baby. I know that this shit crazy. I've been taking trips, baby. I've been trying to maintain. Trying to ease the pain that you put on my heart. And you say I ain't tried, but I gave it my heart. And baby, I won't settle cause I'm raising the bar. Hey, you fuck with my homie, I'm just passing you up. You said that you gone, you try to shit on me, but you ain't make it far. I've been in the booth, ain't sleeping 3 days. Tryna make it flip this shit like 3 ways. I'm just tryna ball, ain't talking 2K. And I can't fuck with niggas cause they two-faced. Ain't heard from her in 2 days. Move on because I can't wait. You know I'm having peace, baby.
Hey, yeah. That's 3 days.
Again, y'all, Mr. C.H.A.R.M with 3 days. Savvy, you ain't let me have fun with it, but yeah, yo, just blew my damn mind just now. First of all, you know how you eat something like that track was so fire, and R&B ain't been R&B in, I would say, in about a good 10 years. Bro, you brought it back on that. Definitely.
I appreciate that.
No, and just like, tell everybody where they can find it at. Or is it on streaming right now?
It's everywhere. YouTube, Apple Music.
Listen, y'all, for real.
Dope, right?
I'm flabbergasted. Like, it ain't even being funny. Like, people would look at me now. You listen to the music now, right? Majority is hip hop, and you got a little bit of R&B in it, just to a tad bits. But it's like, I grew up an R&B fan, like 80s, 90s, even the 70s a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So to actually hear that, like, damn, like, make sure you do a remix to that for real. Like,
I got you.
yeah, you know, certain songs is just like catalog music. Yeah, that's one right there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Appreciate
You can have, like, definitely have that on like a repeat and just keep listening and keep listening. Like, for real, like, that just painted a whole portrait. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, for real. Definitely.
So I'm gonna be honest. I thought she sung that song at the show. That wasn't one of them.
that. Nah, that was the one.
Oh, okay. I know. I was like, because that was the last one you sung.
The last one,
Yeah,
yeah,
because I
right.
was like, that's dope. But could you play the other one that you
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
have-
yeah.
I just want y'all to hear this brother. This brother is dope. That's why I was like, we have to have him on the show because, like I said, like you were saying earlier, when I heard it, I was just like, yo,
Definitely like a breath
Yeah.
of fresh air. Like,
like you don't hear that no more.
you're not going to hear it no more because
And what's the name of this song?
It's the Good remix.
All right, so we about to hear the Good remix by my man C.H.A.R.M.
Still got you even though we had a falling out. Promise I'll still be there, just gotta turn around. You need me, baby girl, don't hesitate to call. We ain't good, but we still good. You ain't whatever came, we couldn't talk it out. Still want me on your back to let me blow it out. Some people don't like it for what they talking about. You ain't good, but we still good. I know that it's my fault, can put it on me. I know I worked a lot and left you lonely. Got tired of me treating you like the homie. Supposed to be treating you like the only one. Coming in late at night and you lash out. You fussing and fighting until you crash out. And we grew apart, but now it's all better. Girl, I won't be mad at you if you found someone. Somebody new who catered better to you. Know I had my time, so I'm hoping that they be better for you. You know I ain't tripping, I'm good with you, can't be petty to you. Right person, wrong time, next time I be ready for you. Still got you even though we had a falling out. Promise I'll still be there, just gotta turn around. You need me, baby girl, don't hesitate to call. We ain't good, but we still good. You ain't whatever came, we couldn't talk it out. Still want me out your back to let me blow it out. Some people don't like it for what they talking about. We ain't good, but we still good. I know I was holding out on my love. Know sometimes I like, but then I do too much. I know it can't work if we ain't on the same accord. I know it ain't work, but it ain't bad, we moving on. I know you don't like the fact that I'm a player boy. I'm still trying to heal the hurt that I've been through before. It hurt me more when I just try to pretend. We moving on, but that don't mean it's the end. Cause we still friends, still wanna see you win. Still wanna see you stunt, still wanna see you win that business. We ain't good, but we still good. We ain't good, but we still good. Still got you even though we had a falling out. Promise I'll still be there, just gotta turn around. You need me, baby girl, don't hesitate to call. We ain't good, but we still good. You ain't whatever came, we couldn't talk it out. Still want me on your back, then let me blow it out.
Right. Like it's silence up in here.
Shit, like,
Right. That look, brother, you got it. You really do. You
Thank you.
really do. How old are you?
22.
22.
damn,
Yeah, Lord Jesus.
22.
And making music like that. That's how you know that people are going through stuff. You know what I mean? People are going through things, and when you can express it through your music, and sometimes they say
He understand. He gets it
Yeah.
though. Like,
Yeah,
you got
sometimes they
so many
say-
artists that out here that just you be
They ain't
like,
getting it.
and they really be like, "Yo, listen to my," and you be like, "Bro, stop!" Like, you get it and you understand it. Like when you're in the studio, like, is you and the producer? You, of course, you write your own music, right?
Yeah.
So, like, do y'all have like a conversation, and then you go from there, or you just like,
I mean, honestly, up until now, a lot of the stuff is off of more so impulse. I usually, I mean, as of late, I try to get into like having an idea of maybe what I want to talk about, but a lot of it is just impulse, like whatever the beat kind of makes me feel.
right?
That's kind of what I give off. It's just like a natural, like energy, like, and it's really from the subconscious because I don't write it out. I
Damn.
have my, I have my own engineering equipment and everything, so I just lay it down. It's just kind of what comes off of my head. So
Now,
You write your own beats?
I don't make beats. Yeah, nah, I don't.
Okay.
like that whole track was crisp, like a whole bag of fresh potato chips, like for real. Like that track was, you know how everything is clear, you can understand it, it ain't muffled. Like he understand his art and he takes pride in what he do. Like I can't do nothing but respect that. Like you ain't got, like I said, you ain't got too many people that understand R&B. So just for you to bless us with that, like, listen, yeah, you got it, dog, for real.
Appreciate that. Bro.
For sure.
Thank you.
For sure, for sure,
For sure.
for sure.
For sure. You got it for sure, as he said. I guess that's the you got it for
Stamp of approval over
Yeah,
there,
right
you know?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is one of the places you want to perform? Like one of the biggest places you want to perform?
One of the biggest places.
Like place you just want to shut the house down.
Have we thought about that?
That's a. I mean, an event, maybe like something like the BET Awards or something like that.
Yeah.
That would definitely. That's like one of the bigger stages, especially for like the black community. So like, yeah, but maybe somewhere like Madison Square Garden.
Everybody say that, yeah.
Maybe Madison. Maybe Madison
Oh,
Square Garden.
okay.
MSG, got you. Yeah, that's the short for Madison Square.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
MSG. If everybody don't know,
I
about
thought that was
MSG.
the sauce that you
Yeah.
put on the Chinese food. MSG.
Nah, that's I give it a little nickname,
Okay.
MSG. Madison Square. And you don't even say the G part; you just say Madison Square. So I don't even know why I said MSG. Anyway, so here's a question: anybody that is listening to C.H.A.R.M, what are they getting? If you haven't asked that already.
They getting a roller coaster, to be honest.
Right.
Because, like I was explaining earlier, I'm just in a bunch of different pockets. So, I can give you some music if you want to turn up. I can give you some music for that. If you have some self-reflections, like what you're going through internally, anxiety, depression, trust issues, things like that. I got music for that, and then also falling in love, falling for somebody, got music for that. Falling out of love, trying to forget somebody, got music for that. So you really
Damn.
getting a roller coaster of emotions.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, 360 degree. All right.
And he said he rap too.
Hey, you rap too?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He rap.
Next, I don't even want to say that. Like, what I hate is when somebody compares like an upcoming artist to somebody that already exists. Like, so I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna say Drake, but no.
He said he get compared to Drake a
It's
lot.
it's I accept it because it's like someone on that scale. So it's like
But
it's a
to
compliment, but
from my ears, I think you got your own lane though.
yeah, I mean that's kind of what they tell me.
Yeah.
They say I don't sound like Drake. It's
Right.
just more like a Drake vibe.
Vibe, right?
Yeah.
But even with that, like, I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't want to be compared to anyone, so that's why I don't do it to others. You feel me? But like listening to your music, yeah, you in your own lane. So I mean, if you like you said, the rapping and the singing, you ain't got too many that can do that. Except Breezy does it as well. So yeah, Drake, Breezy.
Two of some of my biggest influences for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like another question. I don't know if Savvy asked this already. Hopefully she didn't, please. But like when you're writing, what do you draw some of your inspiration from? Did you ask that? Damn. She asked all the good stuff, so let
Maybe
mine.
he can answer it again. Maybe he missed something. Maybe.
I mean, I did miss the having like someone else's
Right. Yeah.
situation, and then maybe like, I mean, kind of more recent. Like I said, a lot of my stuff before has been more just personal things I've gone through, situations like that. But getting into like more storytelling, maybe trying to draw from someone else's experience or something that someone else could be going through that may get them through what they need to get through listening to a song. So just creating a story in itself, because this is entertainment at the end of the day. I try to keep it as real as possible, but there is a gray area where you can kind of pull from something and create that story.
So by you saying that, nobody ever like written something and gave it to you and was like, "Hey, can you make this into something?"
Not as of yet. I mean, if someone, I'm not against like ghostwriting or having writers.
I got something.
I'm not against anything like that.
Damn, what don't you do?
No, so I don't know if you remember a long time ago, I used to write a lot, right? And I used to I had friends that sing. Shout out to her, she's passed away now, but she used to sing, and sometimes she would have a block, and she would call me and be like, Savonia, can you help me with whatever? So I would give her some of my stuff, and she would, add into some of her songs. She's passed away now, and she was phenomenal. I used to play her music all the time. But I have a song that I have been sitting on, right? And it's personal, and it's personal and it's long. And I would write it every day. Like every time I felt something about it, I would just write. And I handed it to her. And she wanted me to perform it. She wanted me to perform it like a what do you do? What's the
Poetry.
Like
Spoken
poetry.
word.
Yeah, like that. Like what's the group, the two females, the one singing the one
Poetry
type thing. And I was going to do it, but I kept getting sidetracked. And I just felt like that's not my thing. Like I can write it, but I can't sit down and do it. So that's why I asked the question, because I have a song. I have a song, and I want somebody to hear it. That's why I asked that question.
Hopefully, I could bring that magic.
I definitely want to hear
it.
And and the thing about it, you've seen it before.
For real?
Yeah, I posted on Instagram.
Damn.
It's me, my face, and then it's over top of my head. But I didn't do the whole thing. I just post like half of it.
Well, you do so much on your page. It's just like you ain't catch it right then and there, and like you don't post it again. Like it's right there.
Yeah. So,
were you like a fan of the '90s R&B music?
Yeah. So I mean, that's like that earlier experience. Your mom cleaning around the house, she playing, the classics. So you get the.
So what was some of the songs that you heard Mom Dukes playing growing up?
Oh man, I should have wrote it down because I felt like this was gonna come up.
shout out to moms.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely shout out to mom. She gonna hurt me.
She was like, "Boy, you don't remember them songs?"
I'm drawing a blank right now. It's
damn, because it was gonna get to my next question.
I'm drawing. I'm sorry. I'm drawing.
Like
a blank right now.
Aretha, The Temptations.
Hold on, that's going way now. We going
I mean,
5-10 generations back. My man only 22.
I got so much like bombarding my head right now.
All right, so forget that. We gonna come back to that. Maybe not. If it's anyone that I guess I would say that you're a fan of R&B back then or now, that you wanted to redo a song, who would it be?
Redo a song.
So like a song that has been popular, Maxwell. I mean,
Yeah.
Woman's Worth, something like that. That's just to throw an example.
Even though this kind of was like a spin off of a sample, maybe Mario, just a friend, just kind of keep it home.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, how would you like? Would you slow it down? Keep the same
I mean,
tempo.
once I put more thought into it, I would be able to kind of get a feel for it, listen to the song, have it out. But I mean, that's yeah.
Okay.
It's just keeping it, bringing it back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you doing that too.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
You gonna do it? You said you thinking about it?
I'm saying him.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna embarrass myself. I know I'm not gonna do it. No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, you said you was thinking about it, so I thought you was.
No, I mean I could picture him like
Yeah, I
actually
can.
redoing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that really. Yeah, I can see a video to that and all that. Like I'm planning already, like a video. So are you you self promoting everything yourself? Like, do you do everything yourself?
Yeah, kind of right now. Yeah, it's more like
Do you like it like that though? Cause some artists do.
it. Yeah, it has its pros and its cons. I mean, you kind of have a lot more control, obviously, a lot more say so. But it doesn't hurt to kind of have other hands to kind of
Help you along the way.
yeah. But I mean, I'm not against it. I'm real headstrong, so I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull, so
Hey, wait. What was the?
Tourist something.
But I mean, so I've always kind of been like, a leader, so I don't mind taking that control.
Right.
Just a kind of side note, like this whole Under Armour thing that Baltimore got going
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing that since like middle school. Everybody was wearing New Balance. I was wearing Under Armour.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that. Right. So my man been wearing Under Armour before Under Armour was Under Armour.
Now it's hot, so I'm just kind of stepping out doing
Right.
things. But yeah.
So you look like you got your own flow, your own style. So what is your inspiration, or that's just what you do?
I would say that kind of come from my pops.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of my family in general. They never kept me in like a box. I mean, and then again, like I said, I'm headstrong, so even if they tried to, it wasn't gonna really.
You like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway.
Yeah,
So
but I get that from probably mainly my pops. He was like, "Don't be afraid to be different." Like with the Under Armour thing, it kind of comes from him. Like,
and you know what's funny? I wish people would understand it's okay to be different. Like we were all made differently, so be different. Be who you are. Stop trying to be. Yeah, that's another thing. But to be honest with you, he kind of reminds me of Maxwell.
I know.
Yeah.
You just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Just off of not even the music, just off of the look, and then I'll usually have my hair blown out, so it's like they would just give me that all day long.
About to come.
So-
Like, what is Maxwell's son doing?
No, really.
Mini Max.
Yeah,
Mini Max.
that-
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. That's a super
Love Mini
talented,
Max.
super talented man right there.
So did you ever just want to do? You ever had a thought in your mind to just like buy out a place and just do everything yourself, like far as perform, just have everybody come and you just sit there and just do your music, just sit like in a semi-dark room on a, like I'm up here setting up the stuff with on a stool and just do your music.
Go
out
ahead,
there.
manager.
Shut up.
Honestly, it's crazy that you say that. Like that's crossed my mind a bunch of times. I mean, as of right now, I haven't had the pieces to put it like in motion,
Mm-hmm.
but that's definitely crossed my mind. Just having like my own space to kind of come and vibe out, and it's like, if you rock with me, come through, live performance. Like I'd never disappoint a live performance for sure. But yeah, so. that's
Well, if
something
you
that
do it,
definitely
I'll
crossed
come see you. Yep. You should make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should make it happen.
Near future.
Yeah. Yep. Near future. Near
Definitely,
future.
Next week.
Not next week.
Next week. Forget it. Just throw it all out there. Next week.
We're going, hey, maybe speak it into existence.
Yeah, absolutely. Shit. I mean,
Look, you got holidays coming up. You can do it like a Thanksgiving special, a Christmas special.
nah, New Year's Eve be lit.
Oh my God. Yes.
New Year's Eve, because you really think about that. Everybody gonna be turned up, loud, and obnoxious, and I mean, which is okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you give a little bit of that, and then you give a little bit of. See, that's what people don't do in parties no more. They don't slow jam no more, and I think that's why the violence is where it is. You know what I mean? You give it a little. Hey, we're gonna slow it down real quick,
Right.
ladies. You know, go ahead and grab that special someone you've been watching or someone that came with you. You know, and let's vibe out, and boom. You know what I mean? Yeah, that'll be lit.
So you need to
That
think about
idea,
that.
for sure.
Yeah. You got what? How many months?
You ain't got that many. Shit.
I mean, but you can put something together.
We gonna
in
blink.
there.
It's gonna be December.
Nah,
You could-
you're not lying. You're not
Yeah, but if you really like put your thinking cap on, as they say in school, you can make it work. You can make it work. Because all you got to do once you find your venue and everything else is easy.
Yeah.
Just to hear those two singles, I can just imagine like what our album is gonna be like. Have you thought about that? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I already have a project out right now called Life Goes On, but of course, we're just gonna keep getting better. It's
Right.
just- that's the goal. That's the process. I want to keep being better than my last. So
Okay. So what can you tell people, young people today that's listening to you about the industry and making music and things like that? Like how could you add your 2 cents into it?
I would say definitely follow your dream, but also kind of try to map out a plan. And it's okay to adjust along the way. Everything doesn't happen um, as you plan it out, but be open to adaptation. And then also, if you really want it, um, it'll find you. So, like, information or anything like that, like, if you really want it, if you're really looking for it, it'll find you or you'll find it. Like, there's so many people out there who don't put their best foot forward and they're wondering why things aren't happening. And it's like, you're not trying hard enough. You don't want it as bad as you say you do. So if you really want it, it'll happen. It'll find you.
all right, so give me a weakness about you. Like, of course, a strength is always going to be easy, but like a weakness, like something that, and that you never know. Like, you could be helping somebody what you about to say of, with because a lot of people don't like coming out of I would say the closet with that because it's like, oh, I'm a strong person, but you're human at the end of the day.
Definitely. As confident as I come off, and this is to a lot of people, and I just kind of bring a vibe to a room. I do, like you said, I'm human, so I do have those struggles with like depression, different things like that. Just kind of self doubt. Um, so I would say that's a weakness, kind of getting into that shell a little bit sometimes, and then bringing yourself out of it. So I feel like that's what made me even stronger, being able to bring myself out.
So another question for that, like, how do you come out of that? How do you push through? Like, what gives you the motivation?
Meditation, working out, making music. Those are just a few of the things. Definitely working out and meditation. Those are like two of the biggest things. Like, if you follow me, you'll see me post it. I haven't done it as often, but I'll definitely touch in with people. Like, make sure you're working out, meditating, reading a book. Reading a book can help sometimes, but making sure you take care of yourself, because you never know, like, just having that in line for like those days where you're not feeling your best self. So
Dope.
So have you ever wrote a song about that? Like, have you ever put that to music about how you felt and when you go through depression and stuff?
yeah, I would say the best song representing those struggles would probably be my song Confessions, which is the very last song on my project Life Goes On, touching on like kind of even just like having trust issues, like even amongst family. Like, it's like you have your own things you're going through, so that can change your perception of what reality can be for you. And it's like you looking at people different, and it's like you kind of like in the dark, and it's like you may be even putting on a smile, but behind the smile is
Isn't
like
you angry and ready to kick the hell out of somebody?
angry, sad,
Right,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah.
So is your family your biggest support?
Tired of
Yeah.
you taking all my answers, man.
I shut up.
Yeah, I would definitely say family, and then of course I have, some friends that are there for me, as well. I would say I definitely have a strong support system. But even with that, I feel like I'm not as transparent with them. I kind of go through a lot of that by myself and bring myself out of it. because I don't like putting that energy onto people.
You seem like you're more of a, if anybody, I'm gonna support myself. Be my biggest supporter than depending on someone else. You know,
Yeah,
that's the vibe that you give. Like,
yeah.
it's cool, man. Yeah, you can rock with me, but you know, I'm good by myself.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
gonna do me
Got you.
regardless,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, but yeah, definitely a strong support system. I appreciate my family for sure, because not everybody has that.
But how
That-
important is that to have a support system? As you would say, like for somebody that doesn't understand it.
Um, I mean, if you don't understand it, you don't have it, so you wouldn't really know what it's like to be missing it, I guess, because you never actually had it and experienced it. So it's like you either figure it out or you kind of fall through. So for some people, it's good for them. It builds their character, makes them who they are, makes them stronger. Um, but having that is just like even more motivation, because even with them pushing you, that's even more motivation for you. Like, I want to come through for them. Like, you have other
Right.
people you want to come through for. It's not just me. I want to. It's like you got other people you want to come through for. So
Do you have any siblings?
yeah, I got two.
Okay.
And
So-
how, like, sorry,
All right.
are they like into music as well, or
No, not like me. I mean, they listen to music, of course.
Right.
But yeah, not like I am. I'm like the, I guess the black sheep. Like, I'm different all the way around. Like, I'm way different from my siblings.
I did.
But a little bit of them still shines through me as well. You know, the influence, the energy.
You the oldest?
The youngest.
Oh, the younger.
Oh wow, so the baby,
Yeah. The youngest is always that kind of.
the black sheep. No,
Yeah, not really. Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, because how many siblings in front of you? Because I have two.
Two.
Oh, okay. And sometimes your parents already went through all that. Then when you come along, it's like, okay,
More lenient.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
Now is it the sisters? Do you have a brother or
The oldest is a brother.
okay?
Second is the sister. So it's me, my sister, my brother, the oldest.
Oh, okay. So it's two boys and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Okay.
So it's like with me, I have two older brothers. So I get the whole protection thing and all that. So I was like pushing against that. Like even now, like my middle brother, I swear he think I can't take care of myself. I'm like, boy, I'm grown. So it's like, I always got to push against that to show people like I can take care of myself, leave me alone, type situation. But because I was a girl, I was spoiled too. Everybody spoiled me. So then, that made me real devious, made me play people against people, all kinds of stuff. So
Bust people in the head. Mind. We gonna
Here we
gonna let
go.
that
Yeah, thank
you.
that's another show.
So what's next, man? What we got going on? What's to look forward to? New music, movies.
So I mean, still doing shows. I'm definitely open to getting into that acting lane. But I think I'm going back to LA soon. I'm supposed to be going to New York. And I mean,
How do you feel about LA now that you mention that? Like, with me, like when I was over there, it was like a vibe. It was a whole nother world. Like, I feel like the West Coast is definitely different from the East Coast.
yeah, it's definitely a different vibe. It's a different energy over there. I didn't get to see as much as I wanted to because I was, working, doing what I'm doing. But I feel like I might have a little more time for that next time, hopefully, maybe. But from the parts that I did see, it's definitely a different vibe. It's cool over there though. Like
Yeah.
the palm trees definitely give you a different feel.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then it's like, I feel like you kind of get blinded by that because everywhere, of course, has their parts. And I was like in the hood. I was at Crenshaw, so.
Oh,
yeah.
so you was able to see the Nipsey's what I would call it would be a museum, but that's probably like the wrong thing to say because now it's all gated up and you can't even. But was you able to pay homage to Nip?
I didn't get to. But
Okay.
I was.
Because if you was on Crenshaw, you was like right there.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going where I shouldn't be because I
Right.
didn't necessarily have a guide as well.
Right. No, I understood.
So I wasn't just kind of roaming. You know what I mean? I
Right.
just kind of was there where I needed to be, handling
And-
my business. So I wasn't just out exploring. But
Well, I was. I was everywhere where I wasn't supposed to be. I'm like, shit, living here in Baltimore and being over there in the West Coast for the first time.
Keep
It
your
was,
head
yeah.
on the swivel, but it
Yeah.
was just like I also had stuff to do, so I was like, I didn't have a lot of time to do that either.
I mean, I did, me, I was, what's that? Oh, you ain't supposed to, I'm still going over there anyway. Yeah.
He the one that you don't put your hand in the fire.
Oh, yeah. And knowing that I didn't already burnt my hand, I'm going to still do it. Like, yeah.
I just want to make sure it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see Charm in 10 years, 15 years with your music?
10, 15.
All right, let's say the next 5.
Let's say next 2. 5 might be.
Y'all threw like 5 questions.
No.
Let's say about 7.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, the next, I'm gonna just go short, then 2, then 10. So the next 2 years, just expanding that brand, a little more traveling, a wider fan base, maybe a little bit more industry connections, bigger brand, like, how can I put it? As far as the business side, so like the music, of course, always gonna be improving, but the business side, I want it to be bigger, like a little more motion, a lot more motion. Maybe a little bit more hands, like more of a team involved instead of me just kind of all by myself. But if I'm still by myself, I won't be mad. I'm gonna be making it do what it do. But next 10 years, I'm gonna be 32.
Damn.
Next 10, I'm gonna say still doing the music, still performing and everything. Probably a little more R&B heavy. Cause I feel like I'm gonna be wanting to kind of chill a little more, vibe out a little more, a little more like kind of cookout vibes,
Yeah.
instead of like
Yep.
turn club vibes.
Mhm.
So still doing that, but more on my time, kind of when I feel like it, like I can do it if I feel like it, type of vibe. Like,
Got you.
I don't have to do it, but it's there and I want to do it. I love it, so I'm gonna still be doing it.
Okay.
So tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Everywhere, C.H.A.R.M from 410, C.H.A.R.M.
Well, hold on. Let's rewind that. The track, 3 days, where they can find that, and then go into your social media. I'm sorry.
That's cool. So 3 days is out everywhere, all streaming platforms, anywhere you listen to your music. Just look me up, C.H.A.R.M. and look up 3 days, the number 3, no space, DAYS. And then on all social media, you can find me at C.H.A.R.M from 410, YouTube, IG, X, used to be Twitter, all that, C.H.A.R.M FROM 410.
Do you have any performances coming up?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm supposed to be going back to LA. And I might be performing out DC again, and I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something, but yeah.
Just go to his page.
Stay posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay
Go to his
posted. Go to my
page.
page. I'm gonna keep y'all updated.
Okay. So what about you, Mr. LA?
You
Where can they find you?
at BibleStudy.com. My my IG is businesses _1987. Facebook is Lamont Elliot. My IMBD is Lamont Elliot. My other Instagram, it is actor Lamont Elliot _622. I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, there we go. All right.
That's it. You don't got no more.
No. Not that do I?
I don't know.
Yeah.
G.
Nah.
Okay. So, I'm your girl, Savvy, from Savvy Events Brand and Good Vibes Television. You can find me on Instagram at Savvy Events Brand, Savvy Model Life, Savvy ET Corner, Facebook, my government name, Savonia McIntosh. I'm changing that soon. And so coming up in... Coming up in February. Yeah, I probably did. Coming up in February, look for my show. It's called Saints and Sinners. And I hope I can get this young man over here to perform because his music would fit in very well. And I got some other stuff going on, so just look out for that. And I guess we're about to close out. So you want to close it out?
Not really. But, thank you guys for coming out, rocking with your people at Good Vibes TV.
We want to thank Mr. C.H.A.R.M for coming out.
Shouts out to my guy, Mr. C.H.A.R.M. Shouts out to DJ PR1, Feel Better Homie, and my guy, RL. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless.
And don't forget, Digital Underpath.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I'm 2 times.
Right, right.
Thank. Oh, yeah. It's like that. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless.
Peace.
See y'all later.